Hello everyone, welcome back to the MotoGP 17 Manager Career Mode with Team TIJ Racing. We're back at the HQ for the start of today's episode. If you haven't watched the first episode on the channel, I'd recommend you go and do that to see our first wildcard race at Valencia. But if you guys watched that and need a bit of a refresher, we have signed a teammate called Leo Ward for the start of the new season, which will start in Qatar today. And apart from that, we haven't really done anything else. We've gone forward to the next season, but the first thing we want to do is go into the staff management screen. Now, we've got three types of staff that we can improve: the pit staff, the office staff, and the support staff. We go into the pit staff quickly. There are 5 different sorts of areas that can be improved, and as you can see, there is quite a lot of investment that is included. And what we'll be doing, we'll do in level 1 of mechanical engineers. What we'll do really is just spend all of our cash. And then, you know, get everything as good as possible. So we'll do those 2 in pit for the moment. And then for office, we'll do... oh, God, actually, no, they're a lot, they are. It's the office, just staff... I'll go with that one. I'm quite happy with that. The community management. PR office, no, that's too much for us. Technical coordination, that's 90k. No, thank you. Logistics, I can imagine. Oh, no, actually. Yeah, we'll go with logistics. It reduced the management costs, so that seems... fair enough. And then support, that's important, so we'll go with suspension engineers on 1, and then that's just pretty much we can do, and that's all we can do for now. So we're going to start then the start of the season today at Qatar. We haven't really had any emails, nothing to talk about, so let's just get straight into it. We're free in the first week, but next week we've got an activity, so we'll skip past the free weekend, and then next weekend we'll be doing activities with Leo Ward, our teammate. So I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode, but today, of course, is really the complete start of the season. But we have got an activity we've got to do. Do we have to do anything? Doesn't look like we've got to do anything. Oh, here we go. Coach muscle endurance, coach coordination, gym coordination, or gym abs and back muscles. I suppose what we could do, 20%. I think braking ability would be good. So muscle endurance will go for ourselves and our teammate for this training session. Quite happy with that, and we'll just skip forward now till the next weekend. This is the next weekend then in Qatar, and one thing I didn't notice is that braking assist was on for the last race. So I'm going to try and get that off for this race. That's annoying me, the fact that we had ABS on. But for now, why are we... Can't we just go for... There we go. We're going to go only for the race for these first few races, because we're not going to be competitive for the start of the season. There we go. Auto brakes off. We definitely need that. The rest of that looks okay. I'm just making sure that it's all okay, because you can't change it after you get through this screen. So yeah, that's fine. Then race options, only race, hard difficulty, heavy damage, tyre wear off. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So we are going to be starting at the back because we're not qualifying, and that'll probably be the case for the first few races. But until development's good on the bike, I don't really think we can get anywhere in qualifying. And I'll admit that Qatar is not one of my best circuits. 3.3 mile circuit, the Lusail International Circuit. As you can see, quite a balance of left and right-handers, but particularly a lot of right-handers. And there's quite a few double right-handers as well, particularly, I'm not going to count which corner it is, I think that's turn 4 and 5, and maybe about turn 10 and 11, let's say. It's quite a long one. I think it's about 2 minutes on the Moto 3 bike, maybe even more than that. So it's going to be about 6-7 minutes this first race, I expect. Just have a sip of me drink, lemon and lime squash, can't beat it. And we are nearly ready then for the start of our first official race, I guess you could say, as a MotoGP manager as well as rider, of course. So we are going to be starting at the teammate. We're going to be starting at the back with our teammate. I think we'll start behind our teammate because I'm fairly sure that our teammate might have done qualifying. But there we are on our bike. We can just go straight to the race now. So it's the start of the official season. It's the first time, really, we can compete for points. And look at that, under the lights here at Lusail in Qatar. A beautiful start to the season and a brilliant season opener. But what was I going to... I can't remember what I was going to say now. I can't remember... Oh, that's the one. It's not going to rain around here. I think that's fairly obvious. And that, I think, is our teammate, you can see, just going past the camera now in front of us. A British rider, I can't think what his name is, I'm sure. Helps out in a minute, and his name is, it's not Rio, there we go, Ward did a 2:14.9, so he's a little bit off the pace of Pulkkinen. We obviously didn't qualify, but there's our teammate, 2 places above. I think it's quite distinctive, that orange back of the bike, that'll help us identify our teammate. But we know braking assist, I think we can actually pull some strings in this race and do decently. Of course, 15th is the first points of the season, so that'll be brilliant if we can get there. But here we go for the start of the season. There's our team. I reckon we'll jump off the start. But here we go for the first race of the Moto 3 season in Qatar. And we are away on the bike. Brilliant start there. That's exactly what we need. I've just raced on the MotoGP bikes. The lack of power that these bikes have got is quite frightening. We've had a good start though, we're gaining quite a few places, and we're going to be quite aggressive going into this first corner. We're not going to be too stupid though, however, and as you can see, not having the brake assist massively helps, because you can brake a little bit later, and in Moto 3, and particularly, well, motorbikes as a whole, it's whoever really brakes the latest. You know, it's not necessarily rather than braking later, it's braking the latest, which absolutely helps. There's an accident though at the front, and that's one rider off. I would say it's maybe, I'm guessing it's probably Binder or Bulliger maybe, someone from the Sky VR46 team. Well, we have got quite a good start there, and we've just knocked Della Porta off his bike. No penalty for that, luckily. And I'm going to have to cough, so I'll pause this. Right, we're back again. Bit of an awkward place to cut back in. Apologies to Della Porta there. I've just crashed him off his bike. But as you can see, Ward's had a good start from 32nd now to 25th, I think that will be. Just get on the outside. Don't want to take our teammate out, whatever we do. But he seems to have had quite a good start. Quite aggressive. I quite like that. Even though if our teammate does beat us, it's a bit of a mockery. But we've both had quite a good start, to be fair. And it's a really competitive grid in Moto 3. We're just not making sure we don't make any contact with our rider. It's quite nice to see on the back of his bike, he's got Leo rather than his last name. As you can see, he's got in green there. If you pause the video, probably not the best look now, but maybe now. Oh, we've tapped our teammate. We didn't mean to do that. But of course, if he scores points, then that adds to the Constructors' total. Not that Constructors is a massive thing in the motorbike championship, but at the same time, it is quite a nice competitive championship, even though you don't really get much at the end for it. But it's a good performance measurement scheme, I suppose. We're in 26th at the start here. Definitely an improvement on our race in Valencia. But I have to admit, I'm not very good around this track at all. I don't like the consecutive right-hand corners there, because it doesn't suit my riding style. But regardless, I think we can do something. Oh, we broke a little bit too late there. But can we get the run? I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. Aditorat Puvarat. Jesus Christ. Not a name I'd want to pronounce if I was a TV presenter, but we brake hard and late into there. And we've got past him. What a braking zone that was. Really clean overtake as well. No contact made. And now it is a test of which engine is quickest. And it's certainly not going to be the Mahindra engine. We take a quick look behind, but it's not a massive gain that anybody's making. Fenati sets us 2 minutes 16.4. And we are going to set a 2 minute 18.3 there. Not too bad, considering that, well, we were just held up in traffic a little bit. And we had to make our way through that at the start. We broke a little bit too late there, but I think we've recovered it fairly decently. Obviously, no traction control. Oh, no! Oh, no. What a disaster. It only took a lap. And the two TIJ Racing riders have come to blows. I'm sorry, Ward. Oh, God, I feel awful. I didn't realise he was there. And that's just something that happens sometimes. We turned in. It definitely wasn't deliberate, but we took our teammate out. That's not a good start to driver relations, but they're really now the sole rider that can do anything for this team in his first race. And what a performance of point would be in this first race. Lovely up the inside there, nearly touched Pagliani, but as you can see, only made up the one place there because those two riders in front got a better run out of that corner. We're going to go up the inside of this rider. I don't want him to be there. I wanted to have that inside myself. But you're not going to get it all the time. And I'll tell you what, we nearly took out 3 riders in this first race. I am not the cleanest of riders, I'll tell you that now. And I could upset a few of the main competitors in this, but that's exactly what I want to do. But we're in 23rd place. Can we get up the inside of Arbolino? No, we certainly can without braking too late. And that's good. We've got a good run now on Pagliani. You don't really get out of shape too much on these bikes because the revs aren't too much, so you can get away with being quite decent. As you can see, we've changed kilometres now to miles per hour. I just prefer that measurement, to be honest. And now here comes this double right. I'm not very good at this, but if you get it right, it can be very, very rewarding. Stand on the accelerator through there, brake a little bit early, and then accelerating through the corner. Can we get Pagliani on this third right-hand corner in a row? It's a tight squeeze, but I think we have got him. Yes, we have got the jump on Pagliani. Can we get Suzuki now on the inside, or Ben Schneider first? Not particularly. He's got a KTM bike, but we could get him on the inside. What a run we've got there. 20th place now. Can we get up past Suzuki into this corner? Suzuki's there, but can we get past the bike in front as well? We brake late. Oh no, we're off the bike. Oh, Jesus, right, recover it. Quick, let's go. Oh, dear, what a disaster. We've both come off in our first race ourselves, and Ward in that first race, and that's gutting. I think we pretty much lost all chance of getting any points in this race now. But maybe we were just a little bit too aggressive. As you can see, our teammates were all the way back there. But funnily enough, even with that crash, we've just gone 2 seconds quicker on that lap. But that's a bit gutting. I mean, I suppose we're down for maybe 25th at most now. But I think the problem is we could be going a little bit too aggressively as we go up the inside of Pulkinen there. And he tries to get it back at us. But I think the message to take from that is don't go too aggressively. I mean, we could have been on for a points finish if we'd have gone for it. But then, as I've just said, we went for it at the end of the day. And if we hadn't have gone for it, we'd have just been lounging back here all the race. So, mixed opinions on that really, but 28th place, it's not last at the end of the day. We've done quite good. I mean, I know we took 2 riders out, including ourselves, so technically 3, but we could get 25th. I rate my chances of getting past these 3, but as you can see, the next bunch of riders are very, very close. So, you know, we've got sort of a minute and 20, so we could possibly do something here, but you've got to get past these 3 riders quite quickly and not completely muck up on one of the corners, and certainly not go off the bike. That massively helps. Brake quite early though there, and we've got some good acceleration. I don't like this corner. It's 2 rights in a row, and that doesn't suit my riding style. Arenas though in front of us in 27th place. Can we get on the inside of him? We brake early into that right-hander, and I think we have got him. We tap him out of the way. That should be alright. And then on the inside of Herrera and Toba, not quite Toby, but Toba, we're into 25th, and as you can see, that's a 5 bike huddle. And we could get back up to 20th, and that'd be fantastic considering we've actually been off the bike once. But let's get rightly positioned for that corner. Now we brake. Bit of a wrong line there, to be honest. Right, second of the right-handers. See, even the guys behind us have gained on us there. That's never a good sign. And the third of those right-handers, Herrera's trying to get through, and I think he has, to be fair, but we've got a better run coming out the corner. And can we get on the inside of Toba in this penultimate corner? And we really nearly knocked him off. But this is, of course, the corner we went off that last time, and to be honest, it's the worst corner to fall at because it's just where everyone's gathering momentum. Oh, I don't know, that was a nasty corner as well. Let's put our foot down now. Too wide really for what I'd like, but I think unless anything dramatic happens now, we're going to finish 25th. Not a brilliant race, but to be fair, not a disastrous one. Considering we fell off the bike once, that is quite a good result. Of course, 15th would be the result to get us a point or 2, but you know, in that first race it wasn't too bad, and I wish we hadn't have fell as well as Ward, and we'd have certainly done a lot better. But as you can see, ourselves down in 25th, Leo Ward down in 30th. Not too shabby in the end. Look at that lap time there, really good lap time, 2:11.6. That is the fastest lap of the day, I think. So that is particularly encouraging, but I think that's down to rider rather than machinery, because as you can see, Leo Ward only did a 2-minute 18.2, and that's a little bit disappointing. But constructors-wise, Honda in the lead of that, and then we're going to skip to the next race in Argentina. We're going to be a bit gutted by that, fair enough, and what could have been, but maybe Argentina, I don't know, we've got a bit of potential, but we're going to go now to that Argentinian Grand Prix, and I suppose cue the transition. Here we are then for the Argentinian Moto Grand Prix, the Moto 3 Grand Prix, of course, today. And as you can see, there's some big straights in this one, particularly the start-finish straight, as well as that big straight coming into the end of intermediate one, where the S sign is the speed trap. And I don't mind this track. I'm certainly better at it than I was at Qatar. And I think one thing is to ensure we don't actually go down today, because if we don't go down, I rate our chance to do quite well here, considering, you know, we were pretty close to 15th, considering we did fall off the bike. But we can't use any excuses, and it would be brilliant to get our first point here in the first episode of, well, technically the first episode of the series, considering we've just started the season of our first full season in Moto 3. So here we go for the start of the race. I don't know where Ward's qualified, whether he's qualified above any of the other drivers, but we'll certainly find out now. Obviously, it's a lot lighter here. It's a day race, so inevitably that's the case. Our teammate looks to be... I can't actually see him. I can't make him out. Is he next to us? Is that the one next to us? I think it might be. Yes, he's the one next to us. I don't know. Let's find out. Ben Schneider in 24th, who we were battling before. 30th. Oh, Danny Ward. Ward qualified 30th, and that's a lot more competitive from him. And he's not on the back row, so credit to him in all respects. And he seems to be doing quite well, so we'll keep an eye out for him. Certainly not, well, we will keep an eye out for him. We don't want to be taking him out again. But for the second race, we are away for the start of this race. And you see a very good start there. Once again, not having to worry about particularly traction control too much. Since the revs on these bikes aren't too much. But we're going to make a dive up the inside of this first corner. Obviously not too much, because we need to learn from our mistakes in the first race. But up to 24th, that's a good start. Really, obviously, it's the start in all motorsport, to be fair, where you can make up the most gains. Not really want to be on the outside, but we'll have to take that position now for this next corner. And we're going up the... whoa! We nearly took out Dalla Porta for the second time in this one episode, but he's filed back in there, and this is going to be quite a tricky one, but we've made it. That's fine. 23rd place, then we've gained 10 from the start. What a start that has been. And now it's time for the big straight, where obviously we're not going to be too competitive on the straights. As you can see, Dalla Porta has just completely gone on this straight. And we're really maxing out at sort of maybe 140, 145, which isn't really good enough. But where we can gain is certainly on the brakes, but not too much. No crashes there, surprisingly, on the first lap. But as you can see, it's a massive huddle in front of Dalla Porta and that other rider. But we are starting to tail off that group of riders now. So come on, let's see if we can do anything in this. Ward up to 26th from 30th on the grid. I'm happy to see him doing that. And hopefully he can do something a little bit better. 8 tenths are off though, Della Porta now. This isn't very good. We've gained a little bit in that corner, I think. We just need to put our foot down. As you can see though, that's another rider trying to get that position. We got a little bit wide there. That wasn't very good. But I do like this sector 3. Let's see if we can get it working. Been whacked from behind there. That wasn't very nice. But we've gone a little bit wide there, but it's not going to hamper us. And then for this corner, we do gain quite a lot. Ward, though, up to 24th, just behind us now. So we have to be careful of him. But we've gone on the curbs there. We might have cheated a little bit, but who cares? We've gained a lot there on Della Porta. And Ward up to 24th place. Fantastic start for him, considering he's an AI rider. As you can see, we gained massively on Della Porta. And from 8 tenths down, just purely because of braking, we could have got him there, but come on, let's have a good run through that last corner. We've got to run down Della Porta on the outside, trying to get out the dirty air of the bike head, but we could get free on this corner, but that other bike's got other ideas, as well as Della Porta, who's made a move up the inside. Could be a few crashes here, simply never know. Della Porta's gone for it. Danilo's now the one in the back of that. We pushed him out the way as well as Della Porta, as well maybe as Crawnfield. We try and make it work round there. And we've got a left-hander now. We can't get Crawnfield. I think we can up the inside of him, making sure we don't crash. And we think we've got a bit more than we bargained for here. And we're up to 19th place, purely down to our braking ability. Now, just bear in mind, this sector now is going to be where we'll obviously lose some time. Sasaki is now in front of us on the KTM bike. And this is the trouble, where some of these bikes are going to gain massively on the straight. Hopefully we can gain on the brakes, which is a really good start to this second race of the season. That one on the left is losing a lot of time. But as I say, on the brakes, where we can gain the time back. Can we get anywhere near Sasaki? Oh, he tapped him. Oh, we're off the bloody bike again. Oh, no, no, no. Unbelievable. And we are at the back of the... we're at the back of the grid. Oh, I can't believe we've done that again. It's so easy to do. But the bikes are so close, and we can get back into this, but... it's not good enough, is it? We need to be keeping on the bike. You can't afford to fall off in these sorts of races. I mean, you only lose a few seconds, but in these races, a few seconds is A, marginal, and B, massive. And I apologise to Sasaki there for taking him out. But right, we need to get back on the pace now. We've gone a little bit wide there. We don't want to make sure we get any time penalties. We don't want that for a start. We can always do well though around here, because we don't really need to brake. Well, we cut the corner a little bit there. Oh, we've hit KO. Was it KO? Teo? I don't quite know. Gained 2 places there. That would be good if we can gain some place on the brakes here. Here we go, into this corner on the brake, sharp, and that's 1 crash I think I can see there. We tapped Pulkkinen, and we're past him, that's 28th, we're really back to where we were, square one, on the last lap, and that's a 153, I don't quite know how that compares to everyone else, but we can make a few positions again into turn 1 here. Bit of a disastrous race on both counts, but we can prove we can do it, we're quite competitive. But if we got the inside, look at that move on all 3 of them there, and I think, wow, that's what I didn't realise Ward was so far up, 24, fair play to him. Is he going to make a move into the inside? We'll certainly watch this play out. We're not going to be able to make a move ourselves. We are getting quite close. Ward up the inside. Don't touch him, whatever you blooming do, Jonesy. But Herrera has been overtook by Ward. Nice composed move from him there. And we should be able to get the better of him now. Up the inside of him on the straight. That's nice stuff. And in theory, we should be able to get past Ward. But if we take Ward out, Jesus Christ, God help us. But 23rd for Danny Ward at the moment. Blooming Leo. But as you can see, he's on the inside of that guy in 22nd. And the slipstream effect is massive here. But we'll go up the inside of Ander Herrera here at the right-hander and hopefully not take him out. There's one driver out, though. We've took Herrera out. Oh, well, I don't care. I don't care anymore, as Phil Collins sung once. We're in 24th place. We've got quite a big train, though, here. If we can gain here, we could be up quite close to the points. It's going to be quite agonising if we miss out now. But Ward 23rd, that's good to see from him. Maybe he can make some gains himself. Go away, the rider behind, I don't care. And that rider on the left's gone really wide. Ward maybe going for a gap that wasn't there then. But you never know, could do something here. But we're on to the last few corners of this Grand Prix. Moto 3 Grand Prix, not quite so good in that corner there. And we've not really got the line at all we wanted. But we go a little bit wide there. It's not going to hurt us at all. And we are going to go left now. Put it on the accelerator. Don't brake particularly. We may be going a little bit wide and hampering us a bit too much. We could get up the inside of our teammate and a few other riders here. And that could be in the top 20. And that is a solid start. Up the inside now. Don't want to take our teammate out. Here we go. And that's 21st. And just look at that. Just up the road is 15th. And 21st, I think, is where we're going to finish. And it certainly is. And from 33rd, okay, we got off. We were off once. That is not a bad start of our teammate just behind in 23rd place. That is not too shabby. We set a really good lap of 150.8. Sorry, 150.5. And Leo Ward much more competitive in that race. So no points to start us off, unfortunately, in this one. And we might have been a bit unlucky and a bit grumpy about that. But our objective was 20th, I believe, in these races. And I think maybe with a bit of upgrade to the bike, etc. I think we might be able to do that. So let's go into the home screen, let's see what's happening, and then I'll sign off until Saturday. So as you can see, 21st we ended up, and Leo ended up 23rd. That's not too bad, to be fair. A bit better in braking and throttle management, etc. But I quite like Leo. I think he's doing quite well. Earned 4,372 credits from that weekend. That was pretty good. And let's skip now to the main screen. So as you can see, we've got, well, what's the calendar first off? We've got the activity day, and then we've got Austin for the next one, which is going to be really exciting. Austin and then Jerez. So if you guys enjoyed that one, make sure to leave a like on it. I'll be back on Saturday for the third and fourth race of the season. I am really excited to get this season officially underway and onto the European strip of the series. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, folks, and I'll be back on Saturday with the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.